The promise. Back in 2016, Donald Trump made one of the boldest economic promises in modern political history. We're going to pay off the entire national debt. At the time, the debt was around $19 trillion. He said strong GDP growth, better trade deals, and cutting waste would make it possible, even suggesting the debt could vanish within 8 years. It was a big promise, a dramatic one, and it fired up millions of voters. Trump promises to cut hundreds of billions in federal spending. Next year, President-elect Donald Trump promised to cut hundreds of billions in federal spending in 2025 after demanding Congress pass a short-term measure to fund the government that includes lifting the debt ceiling. What actually happened? During Trump's first term, here's the truth, told straight. By early 2020, before the pandemic hit, the national debt had already increased to about $23 trillion. Tax cuts without offsetting spending, military expansion, and long-standing structural deficits kept the government borrowing heavily. Then COVID-19 arrived, blowing a crater in the budget. By January 2021, the debt had climbed to roughly $27.7 trillion. Instead of shrinking, America's debt grew by about $7.8 trillion during Trump's presidency. Trump said he didn't want to have to raise the debt ceiling during his term. Congress must get rid of or extend out to, perhaps 2029, the ridiculous debt ceiling, the president-elect wrote on Truth Social. Well, the 2025 update. Now we come to the part that matters most. What does the debt look like today? In 2025, the numbers didn't just rise. They surged. August 2025, U.S. debt hit $37 trillion. September 2025, it climbed to $37.6 trillion. October 2025, it crossed the $38 trillion mark, the fastest trillion-dollar climb since the pandemic. By November 2025, debt was around $38.3 trillion. And yes, that's despite everyone in Washington claiming they're the fiscally responsible ones. The federal deficit for fiscal year 2025 came in at roughly $1.775 trillion. Even though that's slightly smaller than 2024, the national debt still shot upward. America isn't just borrowing, it's borrowing at record speed. He also promised significant cuts. The United States will cut hundreds of billions of dollars in spending next year through reconciliation, Trump added. That's less than the $2 trillion in cuts Elon Musk previously suggested. Musk suggested he could trim $2 trillion from the U.S. budget. Broken promises or impossible promises? Damn right. Fake news. Trump. So did Trump campaign on reducing the debt? Absolutely. He ran on it. He repeated it. He branded himself as the businessman who could fix Washington's finances. But the reality of governing, pandemic or not, crushed that promise. Washington spends more than it earns. Republicans and Democrats both contribute to it. And the debt machine keeps rolling, no matter who sits behind the resolute desk. The 2025 numbers prove it. Experts have said that figure could be reachable, but was more likely to be accomplished over a decade rather than in a single year. What $38 trillion means for America. Let's be honest, most people can't visualize $1 trillion, but they can feel the consequences. Higher interest costs, tighter budgets, pressure on Social Security and Medicare, less room for emergencies, more dependence on foreign creditors. And the kicker? Interest on the debt is now one of the largest expenses in the federal budget. We're literally paying for yesterday with money we haven't earned tomorrow. Outside groups have projected Trump's campaign promises will add to the growing national debt. Trump's plans could
But their affordability was terrible. The problem with the Democrats, they lie. They do it so well. They talk about affordability. But I'm the one that's getting the prices down.
All I want for people to recognize a great job that I've done on pricing, on affordability.
Plans could increase the debt by $7.50 trillion through 2035, according to the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budgets analysis. Did Trump promise to cut the debt? Yes, loudly, repeatedly, confidently. Did it happen? No, not even close. Did he lie? Did he try? Truth can stand investigation, and in 2025, the United States moved deeper into historic levels of borrowing, blowing past $38 trillion and marching toward the unknown. This isn't about left or right, it's about math. It's about economic gravity, and it's about the future we're handing the next generation. If we don't confront the truth will eventually confront us. If you found this breakdown helpful, give it a like. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read all of them, even the spicy ones. And if you want more straight talk, data-driven breakdowns of politics, economics, and the world around us, hit that subscribe button. Stay sharp, stay aware, and I'll see you in the next one.